Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. Welcome to Breland's Books. Today I'm going to be doing the makeup book tag. I did not know that this challenge existed until I saw it on A Clockwork Reader's channel. I really like her. I'll link her video down in the description. I don't know who created the channel because I forgot to look that up. So, oops, I'm sorry. The makeup tag is where you put on makeup and there are questions for each product that relate to books. So I have the questions and my answers all set, and I'm not going to do what I normally do in tags where I like pick up the book and hold it to show you because I'm going to be putting the makeup on the face. So I have no makeup on my face. I just washed and moisturized my face. I actually have painted nails for once, guys. I haven't painted my nails in like forever. So this video is either going to be really long or no, it's going to be really long. Before I get into each of the questions though, I am going to show you guys what I use to wash and my face wash and my moisturizer because that is really important. If you wear makeup, if you don't wear makeup, you have to wash and moisturize your face. Especially if you wear makeup, you should be washing your face every morning and every night and moisturizing it because you're putting a bunch of crap on your face, so you need a clean face. So I wash my face with e.l.f.'s Daily Face Cleanser. Oh gosh. I use e.l.f.'s Daily Face Cleanser with purified water. I don't have really bad acne problems. If anything, I just have, my skin has some dry spots. I don't need an intense face cleaner because I don't have acne problems, which I'm very fortunate not to have acne problems. But this is a nice, gentle one for someone who doesn't have intense. If you have acne problems, don't use this. For moisturizer, I use oil-free moisture with sunscreen from Neutrogena. This, again, I really like the pump because there's a pump that locks, so you lock and then unlock it, and then now you can squeeze it. Now you can't. So I really like this moisturizer, and wow, I talked for a long time about that face wash. So this is a good moisturizer. It has some sunscreen in it, so it's good for me who burns easily. Now we're gonna jump right into the video. 5 minutes into filming, and now I'm starting the actual video. Wow. The first question is primer. Pick a book that left a lasting impression. For primer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. This is the green one that's supposed to help with blur plus redness control. I'm gonna go with If I Stay by Gayle Forman for this one, for a book that left a lasting impression, because I still think about that book a lot, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. It was really good. I loved Where She Went, but If I Stay was way better, in my opinion. And I love Gayle Forman. I'm reading another one of her books this month. I Was Here is the one I'm reading this month. And I loved Mia, and I liked that if you saw the movie, I think it became a little bit too much about her boyfriend and not enough about her family and her brother. Because really, like, when her brother was still alive, it wasn't a question of do I want to come back. It was how can I come back? And then her brother, the stuff happens with her brother, and then she doesn't, but it was about her to me more. And it would have been really easy for it to have just been about the boy, but I think Gayle Forman did a good job of writing it, so it was about her and her life that she still needed to live, and not about her relationship with the boy. The next question is foundation. Pick your favorite first book in a series, and for foundation, I use the CoverGirl True Blend liquid foundation, and I use the second lightest shade. And favorite first book in a series, I'm gonna go with a book where the first book is my favorite. That's kind of how I think of favorite first book in a series. I'm gonna have to go with The Fifth Wave because that was one. The first books normally aren't my favorite, so that's one where out of the three, the first one is my favorite. Other books normally, though, it's not the first or the last normally aren't my favorite in series. It's normally somewhere in the middle. With trilogies, it's normally the first or the last. Because I think the second ones are always a little bit like, why in trilogies? But normally in like longer series, like my favorite ones are normally somewhere in the middle. I love the entire Fifth Wave series, but I love the first one more. Just because I like that Cassie is still kind of in that not sure who she is in this new world. I'm not that good at makeup. I just thought this would be a fun video, so I just decided to do it. The next question is concealer. Pick a character you wish you could get rid of. This question I think is going to be the hardest for me to pick. For concealer, for my face, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Wonder Dark Circle Eraser. And what color are you? And I'm using the color Fair. I think this is the lightest one they had, or maybe I'm wrong. But then on my eyes, to prime my eyes for eyeshadow, I use a concealer. And I use the Neutrogena Healthy Skin 3-in-1 Concealer for Eyes in the shade... I'm not going to tell you. Okay. It does not say what shade I am. It's something pale AF. Pale AF. And then a character I wish I could get rid of. Low-key, Valentine from the Mortal Instruments series. I think after the first book, I was kind of just done with him. I was like, hey, bye. And not just because he was the villain. I just think he was, especially once we got Sebastian in the mix, I think he became really boring. Next question is powder. Pick a favorite last book in a series. So a series where the last book is my favorite. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm going to go with the Selection trilogy, not including the Crown of the Air, because my favorite book in that is the one... Oh, crap. I forgot to tell you what I'm using. For powder, I'll show it to you. I'm using the Maybelline Master Fix by Face Studio Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. It's a translucent powder. And pretty much... Oh, and I have been using the Real Techniques sponge to apply everything. And now I'm using an e.l.f. powder brush. Most of my brushes are e.l.f. So just letting that be known. Yeah, the Selection, I think, with the one. I really enjoyed the one. It got dramatic AF. And I was okay with it. I enjoyed how she wrapped up the storylines and didn't make it so just like one person was like tragically sad and gonna be miserable for the rest of their life. And I liked that, yes, she went on and did more, but she didn't have to. Like, the story could have ended there and I wouldn't have been sitting there with a million questions, but it wasn't like a necessary thing. Like, I wasn't lacking in an explanation. Next question is eyebrows. Pick a book you think everyone should read. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Professional Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Hazel. It's got a little... I need to sharpen it because it's dull AF. I'm gonna say The Running Dream by Wendelin Van Draanen. I got real close to the camera. Woo! It was required reading when I was in middle school. We all had to read it, and it's about a girl who is a runner, and then she loses a leg in a car accident, or a bus accident, actually. And the first half of the story is really sad, but then it gets really inspiring, and I loved it, and I think that it really puts things into perspective for you. And not just with her storyline, but with some of the other characters in it. You really get to see all sides of, like, the tragedy and what happened. And, if you haven't read that book, I would definitely recommend it. The first half is a little bit slower because, like, it's still really... The first half... I'm so close to the camera right now. The first half is really important because of what it talks about, but it's not as action... Well, none of it's action-packed. It's not like an action-y type book, but she's not doing as much. It's a lot more internal struggle, which when I was in middle school, I was bored to death of. But now, I reread it, I think last summer, and I loved it. So, you definitely have to be at a place where you're more okay with long stuff like that. The next question is eyeshadow. Pick a book with your favorite colors on it. And I kind of already did this with, like, pick a book that has your favorites with, and I did the 100 Day 21 because it's gray. But instead, I'm going to do prettiest book covers. The Firebird trilogy by Claudia Gray with 1,000 Pieces of You, 1,000 Skies Above You, and A Million Worlds with You are all gorgeous. I bought the first one because of how pretty it was. It was an impulse cover buy, and I was just like, yes, I need it. I'll talk more about that in a sec, but for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. This is a limited edition one that sold out. She's trying to work with them so they can put more out. It looks like this. It's completely gorgeous. And I'm just going to start by setting the concealer that I put on with this bone, she calls it a bone color. It's just like a really light color. It's hard to talk while I do this. Okay. But I either like book covers that have gorgeous artwork on them, like the Fiber Trilogy, or really minimalistic, simple covers. I don't love colors that have the dramatic teenagers posing on them. I'm put off by those more often. I used to really love those ones though, which is why I have a lot of books that are those versions of color covers, but I don't prefer those. And I'm just gonna take this color right here, and I'm gonna work that into my crease as a transition shade. I'm not good at makeup. I don't know if I can stress this enough. This look is basically just, she did like a smoky eye look tutorial, and I just took out the black chubby base and kind of adapted it to be my own. Then I'm gonna take this brush, so specific, and I'm gonna take this rose goldy color right here, and I'm gonna put that all over my eyelid. Now I'm gonna take this darker color right down here by the green and the orange mustardy color, and I'm gonna work that on top of my crease, and then basically I'm just gonna be layering this. Now we're gonna do the inner eye corner highlight, and this is a really good inner eye corner highlight. It is so pigmented. So amazing. I know I'm doing a lot of not looking at the camera, but I'm sorry. Like, ooh, honey. Then I'm just gonna take the lighter orange color that I was using, and I'm gonna put that beneath the lash line. Next question is eyeliner. Pick a dark and mysterious book, and for this, I'm gonna go with 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. That's a pretty dark book about suicide. It's really sad, but I was just trying to stray away from my normal picks for dark and mysterious, which are the Mare Dyer trilogy and the Dorothy Must Die series. I'm gonna not talk while I do my eyeliner because then I'll mess it up. Oh, for my eyeliner, I'll be using the Eyeko. That's where I draw the line. I do liquid eyeliner. What? Oh no, it's black. It's a felt tip liner. Oh gosh, I feel like a real beauty guru. It looks like that. I got it in an Ipsy bag, so I don't know if this is actually expensive. But I also would recommend the NYX liquid eyeliner, which, just to show you, looks really similar to this one, only this I got in a dark brown. But when this runs out, I'll get a black one of those. The next question is mascara. Pick a long book, and I'm gonna go, I don't read a lot of books that are like super long. I think it's gonna be a tie, which isn't the point of this, but it's what's happening. I think it's gonna be a tie between Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare and Tilt by Ellen Hopkins. I loved both of those books. They're both, I think, they're both long. And for mascara, I'm going to be trying, I just got this in my Ipsy bag for November, which got here yesterday. And it's the Mad Lash Black Mascara from The Balm. And I want to try it out, so I'm going to try it. But normally, I would be using the Ulta Plush Drama Volume Mascara. Let me show you the wand real quick. The wand looks like that. Which, I don't know, I like it more than other. It makes me want to try other Ulta mascaras. But then this one looks like that. I'm excited to try it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's nice. This will probably be something that I take with me when I travel. I am going to go in with just a little bit of this, just because I don't think that one lifted my eyebrows, my eyelashes at all. I think if anything, it pulled them down. And I don't curl my eyelashes, so I like ones that lift it up. What book was I supposed to be talking about? Lady Midnight and Tilt. I would recommend both of them. I loved Lady Midnight. I'm very excited for the next one, but Tilt It's just, I think Ellen Hopkins is really unique in the fact that she uses poetry to tell stories. The next question is blush. Pick a book that has some cringeworthy romance. For blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Ombre blush. Is there... It looks like this. It's so pretty. Honestly, gonna have to go with the Hunger Games trilogy. I think that love triangle was one of the worst written love triangles ever. I think both of them should have just realized that Katniss was being a jerk to them, and I don't like love triangles unless I very rarely like love triangles because I think it just becomes a lot of emotional abuse, and I think that's what that one was. She just led them a monologue. It wasn't... It's just... She didn't deserve either of those boys, and definitely not Peeta. And I think she's a very selfish person. I have feelings about Katniss. Let's just put it that way. I got some issues with her. The next question is highlighter. Pick a book that brightened your day. For my highlight, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Illuminizing palette. It looks like that. It's got 4 gorgeous highlighters in it. I accidentally stuck my thumb in that one. This is the one that I use on the daily though. It's like a pinky one, which I don't know, I really like it. This one is too dark for me. I couldn't use it. This one is like my skin color, so you don't really see it as much. This one has yellowy undertones, so it doesn't work as well. But I do like that there's one in here that pretty much anyone could use. Book that brightened my day. This might be like the cheesiest thing I've ever said, but Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein is like my go-to book when I'm having a bad day. I just adore that book. I got my copy forever ago. Any book that I read originally as a kid is gonna brighten my day if it's a happy book, because I'm just like, oh, life was so simple and my problems were so stupid. Last question, finally. Lipstick. Pick your favorite book kiss. I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of my go-to lipsticks, and I have no idea which one I'm actually going to choose to wear. Lipstick is my favorite. So I have a lot of more lipsticks than I have anything else. So I'm going to show you guys 4, and then I'm just going to put on 1. And so we have e.l.f. Matte Lip Crayon in the color Wine. This, I think e.l.f. lip products are fantastic. I love this color. It is a very nice fall color, but it's not too deep. And then another e.l.f. one, their e.l.f. moisturizing lipsticks are my favorite of their lipsticks. And this is Ravishing Rose, and this is like my go-to everyday color for if I just need a little bit of color. And then this is another one that I wear a lot, and it is the L'Oreal Color Rich lipstick. It's in shade 766 Plum Explosion. As you can see, some stuff has happened to it. I think it's cool that it has L'Oreal Paris written on the actual like tube of the lipstick. And then I love red lipstick, and my go-to red lipstick is who are you? Maybelline lipsticks, shade 895 On Fire Red. Woo! It's red. But today, I think I'm just gonna go with the Ravishing Rose, so you guys can see that one because it is my go-to. And then favorite book kiss. One that I loved, Eleanor and Park was one of my TBR books for this month, and I read it, and the first kiss in that one, the Down the Rabbit Hole, that one was amazing. I'm probably thinking of it a lot more though because I just read it. In the 100, Bellum, the kiss, he tasted like earth. That one was adorable because of that line, he tasted like earth. I was just like, aw. Dorothy Must Die, not the first kiss. So yeah, this is my makeup. I'm again bad at makeup. See if maybe a different lighting will help see it a little bit better. Oh, all the mess of stuff that's on my desk. Whew. So Lighting's a thing, guys. So, yeah, I'm kind of okay with this. And then this is just my messy AF bun. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. So this video was long AF, so if you stuck around to the end, you are amazing. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment stuff down below. I want to talk to you guys more, so comment stuff, and I will see you. This is going up on Friday, which means I will see you guys on Monday. Have an awesome weekend. Read a good book. Mwah!